Our postcard today is exclusively from the celebrities of The Hague. The province is South Holland and the country is the Netherlands. We're here on, what's this, the third or the fourth floor?
This is actually the second floor.
Only the second?
Yes.
I feel I'm a long way up. The oxygen is still with me, but I'm feeling heady with the beauty of this. There are guest rooms leading off mirrored doors. This is a beautiful place with a dome here, a domed ceiling and lights.
Yeah.
Where are we? What age are we in?
We are in 1856, and well, actually the area, the dome that you were talking about now, that dome wasn't there back then. So the area below us was actually an open area where people would come in with horse and carriages, and the area you see in the back, which is nowadays a restaurant, used to be the where the carriages would be parked, so to speak.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
And what is our bar right now, that's where the horses would go.
You're joking?
No, I'm not.
So that was stables and things down there?
Definitely.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and where we are standing now is actually the way where the guests of the Baron who built this townhouse would come and enter into the ballroom to attend his balls that he loved to give.
They're beautiful, isn't it? That
Yeah.
is a ballroom and a half. So who was this Baron? Was he famous?
Yes, well, yeah, actually he was. His name was Baron van Brienen. He was an informer of King William, or Willem as we call him in Holland, the Fifth. And he lived outside of The Hague. But he used to give, and he loved to give a lot of parties actually. But at those days, to go to his actual house for people with horse and carriages was pretty far out. So he decided he had to have a residential townhouse where people could attend his parties easier. And that's the reason why he built the building as it is today. And still nowadays in the ballroom and all the other function rooms as we have them, and also in the public areas, you still see a lot of detail that are still original. There are doorknobs with his initials still. The chimney still has his initials. The lamps that you can see in the ballroom are still original. They used to be on gas. Now, of course, they're on electricity, but you can still see the little gas taps. So we really try and keep things as they were, as original as possible.
I've seen on a wall downstairs a list of some, well, famous celebrities, monarchs, presidents. I've seen even a person down there who I interviewed myself, Yehudi Menuhin, the great violinist. And there's been the Tsar of Russia.
Yeah, has been here as well.
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby.
I mean, that really is an eclectic guest
Danny
list.
Kaye, Josephine Baker, and there was this famous Russian ballet dancer. Her name was Anna Pavlova.
Of the pudding fame, Pavlovas.
Yeah, Pavlova.
Meringues.
Exactly, that's the one.
Anna Pavlova.
Yes, she. In the beginning of the century, actually, she was on her way from Russia to Amsterdam to do her last performance in Amsterdam. And unfortunately, the train that she was traveling with got off the track.
Collided. Oh, I was derailed.
Derailed, sorry, that was the word I was looking for. And there were a lot of people wounded, hurt. She was not harmed, but she was helping the wounded of that train accident. But it was pouring outside. It was in the middle of winter. It was very cold. So by the time she actually got to Holland, she caught a pneumonia. She checked into this hotel, which already was a hotel back then, and she died over here. But we still honor her. We still have one room that we call the Anna Pavlova suite. There is still a lovely picture of her as a dancer. And nowadays still a lot of people who loved her back then are still coming here to come and have a look at that particular room and that particular area of the hotel.
It's become like a shrine.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.